Hello, I'm Kavia from METBO Production. I believe that all brand owners will ask a question when preparing to cooperate with clothing manufacturers. What is your minimum order quantity? METBO's minimum order quantity is 50 pieces, one style, one color, 2 to 3 size. For most manufacturers, METBO's minimum order quantity is not high and is very suitable for customers with small batch orders. Today's video, we will explore why MOQ is important in the clothing industry. In the clothing industry, MOQs are critical because they ensure that buyers are ordering a minimum number of items per style that justify the cost to set up the machines and produce the clothing. If you were to order only one piece of clothing, it would be costly because even though the setup costs are fixed, the variable costs like fabric, trims, and labor would be very high. That's why sample cost is always much more expensive than bulk order price. As a result, the MOQ of METBO is around 50 pieces per style, while most clothing manufacturers have MOQ that start at around 200 to 300 pieces per style. However, some big factories have MOQs as higher as 1,000 or more. While these large minimums may seem daunting, it is essential to remember that you are not required to purchase the full MOQ for each style. You can mix and match sizes and colors to reach the required number of pieces for the minimum order quantity. The MOQ affects you in a few ways. First, it is important to know the MOQs of the factories you are considering to make sure you are ordering the minimum number of items per style. Secondly, it is essential to factor in the cost of the MOQ when you are calculating your per unit cost. Lastly, if you are working with a new factory, you may be required to purchase a higher MOQ to offset the factory risk by working with a new buyer. The good news is that once the paper pattern is made, the factory can use it repeatedly to produce multiple garments for the same size and style. So, the more you order, the lower your per unit cost. By taking all of these factors into consideration, you can ensure that you are manufacturing clothing the most efficiently and cost-effectively possible. Finding a low MOQ clothes manufacturer can feel like looking for a unicorn. Variable costs can significantly impact the bottom line of any company. The benefits of working with a supplier that has a low MOQ. There are several benefits to working with a clothing manufacturer with a low MOQ. Perhaps the most obvious benefit is that you will be able to order smaller quantities of clothing, which can save your money. If you are starting in the clothing business or are unsure how successful your clothing line will be, working with a low MOQ supplier can help you manage your inventory and cash flow more effectively. Another benefit of working with a low MOQ clothing manufacturer is that you will have more flexibility regarding the styles and size of clothing that you can order. If you are just starting, you may not know what styles and size will be famous. So working with a low MOQ supplier can help you experiment and find the right mix. Finally, working with a low MOQ clothing manufacturer can make your life easier. Ordering smaller quantities of clothing is generally less complicated and more straightforward than ordering larger quantities. So if you are not ready to commit to a large order, working with a low MOQ supplier can be an excellent way to get started. The risk associated with working with a supplier that has a high MOQ. There is the obvious financial risk of tying up a large amount of money in inventory that may not sell. But there are also other risks. For example, if you are working with a new supplier, there is always the risk that the product quality may not meet your standards. With a high MOQ, you are likely to be stuck with many subpar products. It can be hard to find a supplier that offers low MOQs for clothing. This is because many suppliers are looking for larger orders and they don't want the hassle of dealing with small quantities. However, at METBO Production, we understand the importance of offering our customers a variety of options. That's why we offer as little as 50 pieces MOQ per style and per color, 2 to 3 size. So whether you need just one piece to see the quality and our service or enough inventory to last you through the year, we will got you covered. Contact us today for a quick quote so you can get started on your new project.